What is going on? It is Thursday night football. We've got a great, potentially high-scoring division matchup here between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins in Miami. Now, this line opened at a -1.5 in favor of Miami, has since moved to -2.5. The book said earlier today they didn't think there was enough money coming in to move it to -3. -2.5 is nice because if you take it at -2.5 and the Dolphins win by a field goal, you still cover. So, first things first, please do me a favor and like the video if you're on any platform. If you are on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. My YouTube channel has been taking off lately, and it's all thanks to you guys. And I am so grateful to you guys for the support you guys have been giving me. Now, we're going to start off with Tua Tagovailoa's passing yardage line. Tua has only exceeded his current line set at 270.5 on most books as an average. However, by the way, if you like his over, play it on Fanatics. You can get a -115 at 260.5 to the over. That's 260. Everywhere else pretty much is around 270. FanDuel, 270. Underdog, 270. DraftKings, 270.5, just like all the other books. PrizePicks, 269.5. However, as I was alluding to earlier, he has only exceeded this line one time against the Buffalo Bills in his career, and that was October 2023. So last October, he had in Buffalo 282 yards passing. Other than that, he's been at 205, 186, 234, 173. I think that's an interesting angle if you think that this Dolphins team is a little banged up, albeit at home, if you want to take the under. I personally have not bet on it, just something I noticed while I was doing my research, and I'm always trying to give you guys different ways to look at things. Everybody's on the over, thinking it's going to be a shootout. If by some chance you think it hits the under, or you think that the teams just are a little bit sloppy. It's only week 2. These guys are coming off a short week in week 1 where neither one looked really great. I mean, they got off to slow starts, both of them, and then had to come back in their games. I think that's an interesting angle you can take. Now, let me say what's up to chat. First one, actually. Marvin was in here first. Marvin, appreciate you, my friend. James says, yo. Oh, there he is. Chicago Town. Up 1-0 in the bets department. My beloved Colts fell week 1. Gonna have to start price shopping some jerseys here. Seeing green tonight. Yes, sir, Pete. That's right. Andrew says, what's good, dude? Andrew, what is good to you? Sorry I got on a little bit late, but as I started doing these shows, I realized I probably don't need a full 45 minutes to an hour. So I think this is probably like a 7:40, 7:45, maybe 7:30 time slot for a really crazy game that we'll do from now on. Another interesting angle is Josh Allen's passing yardage. I believe it started at 220 or 230. Somebody in our VIP channel alerted me and said that they got it at 220 on Underdog, I think. It might have been EA Jack if he's in here. Yeah, and I see you, Patrick. Patrick says go Bills. I say go bets, but go Bills is fine too. I'm just rooting for my bets out there. However, now Josh Allen's line right now is about 246.5 on all books. BetMGM, if you like the over, take it on BetMGM at a 234.5 -115 odds. Fanatics being the highest book at 250.5 if you like the under. He has exceeded this line against the Dolphins in 5 of his last 6 games. I'm sorry, 6 of his last 7 games against the Dolphins. He has exceeded this line, including his last 6 games. So his last 6 games straight, he has exceeded this line. So I think that's an interesting angle. Now, different receiving core. Jersey is coming soon. Oh, man. I had a good week 1. The Colts had a good week 1. If you guys didn't watch it, Anthony Richardson is an absolute freak. He launched a nuke into the stratosphere. There's no way you didn't see it. It's like you would have had to be off social media all week not to see it. But my goodness, that made me excited. Buffalo money line. +116 now on the road. Wish the fish, huh? You know what? I'll say this, Marvin. You could definitely convince me of it, and I don't even think I would need a lot of convincing. Josh Allen is clearly the better player in this game. I like taking better quarterbacks in games. However, on the road, with a different receiving core, I am not going there personally, unless it's like in a parlay. So like I would build out essentially like a little correlation. This shows primetime parlay. So if you're going to build out a parlay, You think the Bills are going to win, okay? Let's just go down that route for a minute here. You think the Bills are going to win. Take them at plus money. If they win, Josh Allen has to score a touchdown, right? Maybe James Cook, but let's just say Josh Allen, wow, plus 100 for his anytime touchdown, moved in the opposite direction as I think it was a minus 105. So Josh Allen scores a touchdown. And if they get there, Josh puts his team on his back, right? So you would take his, probably looking at his game logs, he's hit 250 plus in basically every game too. So I would do maybe 250 plus. You got to throw one of his targets in there. So let's say Shakir gets 60 plus. And I don't know how many other players I would go because they're kind of spread out here. But I think you could go Shakir here or maybe take his receptions if you want. And then if you want to run it back, I think that's fine right there. There's a lot of correlation to this play right here. I actually kind of like it. I mean, if you think the Bills are going to win, this is how they do it. I have so many bets in play for this game tonight, and it sounds like a broken record because that's what I said last week too. However, it worked out last week. I was a little bit leery, guys. I am not unlike you guys. If you have a ton of bets in play and you're way overexposed, 3-leg little thing. Oh yeah. What do we got here? What's this? No sweat? Up to $10? We're putting $10 on it. There it is. Patrick, that's for you, my friend. This is the Bills win parlay. Okay, there it is right there. Bills money line, Josh Allen anytime score, Josh Allen 250 plus, and Khalil Shakir 60 plus receiving yards. That's how they get there if they are to win. Not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm not saying that's the outcome I think. But if we think that, that is how it goes. Okay, let me just say what's up to chat here. Whoops. Alt the total down, take the over, and Buffalo plus 7.5. See if you can get it at plus odds. I'll try it. I do love doing that kind of stuff. I love alt spreading these things. Let's start with Bills plus 7.5. Because, yeah, they shouldn't get blown out. That would be very uncharacteristic of this Buffalo Bills team. The total's 48.5. Let's see. Let's say it's a 24-21 game. That's 45 points. So give me over 44.5. And I think you could even do something, well, unless it turns into an absolute nuke shootout, you could go something like under 64.5 or something. I don't know if I'd go that route. Let's see. So what do we got? Plus 101? Beautiful. There you go, Patrick. That's for you. Patrick, if this hits tonight and you play this, please feel free to tag me. But this was, that's not bad at plus odds right there. Bills keep it close. Total's over 44.5. I'm just curious. No, that's not going to do a lot. It's not bad, though. What if we threw... Man, you could throw a... I will be honest and say I'm way overexposed to a Josh Allen touchdown tonight, though. Ooh. Devin Achane's playing, by the way. Should have let off the show with that. Man, it makes me so nervous because if he comes in, tapes it all up, re-aggravates it on the third play, I'm going to be very sad. But if he re-aggravates it, let it be after a touchdown. Fantasy, Tua or CJ Stroud? Tua goes against the Bills. CJ and Houston are playing a matchup. I know I liked Houston money line. Who is Houston playing this week? I should know. Oh, not like it's not on the screen. There we go. They are playing the Bears. Woo-hoo-hoo! Spicy little number. You want to play the guy against your own team, huh? Tua or CJ? Tua has had historically bad games against the Bills compared to how he plays against every other team. What's his most passing touchdowns he's thrown? The most he's ever thrown against the Bills is 2. Otherwise, he's had 1 a couple of games and then none 2 games. I got to roll out CJ. You got to do CJ there. Miami first drive result, punt plus 120. Anyone like something else for their first drive? Listen, Andrew, that is the kind of DJ stuff we need in the VIP chat. I created a new chat the other day for truly degenerate plays, and that is the kind of stuff we're talking about. Punt on the first drive. I saw a stat on Josh Allen and the Bills. They haven't lost by more than, I think, 7 in forever. Yeah, they had a good run. I thought they broke it last year with a game. Listen, hold on. Actually, before I get too far down the rabbit hole, I want to make sure I build out one more parlay on the Miami side. So that's interesting. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Actually, I kind of like the over 44.5 as a play to keep in here. However, if we think Tua, longest pass is set at 40.5 yards. if we think Tua is going to have to throw a little bit, let's say he throws in this game. Where's his passing yards? Here we go. 270.5 his line is set at. Yeesh. That's high. I think they both go 225 plus. That's kind of a number I was toying with a little bit. Give me Shakir 50 plus. And then give me something like, I don't want to go Achane receiving yards, although, man, the way he looked last week, but just with him banged up, give me Jalen Waddle 4+ receptions. Give me Tyreek's yardage. Did I pass it? I must have. Tyreek, I want to go 80 plus. I'm kind of leaning 70 plus. That's not enough. Give me 80 plus and a touchdown for. This is where I've been struggling, guys. If you've been following my chat this week, I have a little bit of exposure to both these guys. I think Achane's a decent play right here with Tyreek. Achane comes back at a -130. Tyreek's a -120. Both guys can get there on long plays. Achane has a little bit of a red zone advantage, so I think I lean Achane. And I've kind of leaned him all week. And there's some decent correlation here in this one. So I don't hate that at all. And if you're going to go this route and you're going to say that you're going to get a couple touchdowns, it's going to kind of be high scoring, then I think you could also do something like, I don't want to have to root for a winner in this game because I think it could be close, but I think you could do something like, like 41.5. Nothing. Yeah, nothing. Okay, never mind. It's not even worth it. What if we did Shakir 60 plus? God, and watch him get 55 yards and be the only thing that ruins this parlay. You know what? I'm not going to get greedy. I'm just going to roll it out at 50 plus. There it is. That's a plus 900. I kind of like that. I'm going to snip that guy. We're going to throw it in. I don't know if these will all make it to VIP in time, guys. Just being honest with you. I usually try to do it. I did good last week. I'm not sure if we'll have time tonight. But if anybody wants to tail that, that could be. Let me see. Is there anything in here I don't like? If I'm going to make it like a. Oh, I want to put Josh Allen's touchdown in there. I might as well. I'm so overexposed to him. Might as well throw it in there. Man, I don't know. This movement's interesting. You know what? I'm going to keep one without it because this movement is a little worrisome. The fact that it's moved like that. Let's throw $10 on it to win 90, and it's in. There you go. That's one if you guys tailed it. Now, hold on. I have to be a better streamer than this. I want to say it's been like 2.5 years. They haven't lost by more than a touchdown in the regular season. Okay. Pete, that might be it. And yeah, Patrick, you were right. I knew the stat was there, and it was something crazy. I mean, that's a pretty crazy stat, to be honest, in today's NFL. What do we got, 5 minutes? What time does this game start? Kickoff 10 after? Where's the Dolphins? Guys, I posted 8:15. Okay. We got a couple minutes because I'm not going to go crazy building stuff out. But look at this little number. Woo, that's my boy. Raul Rosas. That is my boy for UFC, guys. Listen, even if you don't, I got to categorize that. Even if you don't watch UFC, this is going to be a great event this Saturday. Pay-per-view. I've got a couple of plays already posted for free right here. Got a couple of plays posted for week 2 already. Had one posted already here. Josh Allen, Tyreek Hill to score a touchdown. This is before Achane was for sure in. There's a little Devin Achane contingent there. Guys, I mean, come on. Come on. It's free. Check it out. Check out the blog, all right? Give the blog some love. I'm not going to build out a crazy amount, but what I think you can do is I have a little – I'll give you guys one more, though. I will give one more free one. This is one I posted earlier in the week at a plus 650 for everybody who's in the VIP channel. Plus 650. Now you're only getting it at a plus 517. That is the value of VIP, in case you're wondering. In case you guys have been thinking about it, signing up, it's literally free. Free trial. Waddle feels like a play tonight. Over for it. I like his receptions, and I think that some books will let you play them both, some won't. And some will let you do it sometimes and not others, I swear. But if I can correlate and play his receptions with his, what do we got here? Look at this. There's like no yardage props. Is it because it kicked off? No, the game didn't kick off. Bizarre. I don't know if we can do Waddle 60 plus and his receptions. Let's see if it'll let me put them together. I'm telling you, sometimes it does. There you go. So do Waddle. You got to do Waddle 70 plus to make it worthwhile. There you go. So Waddle, I could understand the logic of being on Waddle Great week last week. Bills lost their number 2 corner, or he's banged up. He's not going to play this week. So I think he gets a soft matchup for sure. I mean, I guess if you're going to do it, I mean, if you're going to go there, go like 90 plus or 100 plus. Do 4 plus receptions, and I really like the 80 at plus 146. No? Oh, that's weird. Oh, you're getting dinged. Right? I mean, you could go 90 plus. Let me look up Waddle real quick. Hold on one second. Stand by. Let's do a little research before we just willy-nilly. What has, although I don't think this is super helpful, but it's 25% helpful at least. Against the Bills, he's had 2 games over 100 yards, and then he's had a lot of mediocre games. However, this Bills secondary is different. This line is set at 66.5, best line on Caesars or BetMGM right now at a minus 135. So you could do something like, so that is not 144. Okay, 70 plus. I mean, I really don't hate that at a minus 110. And if you want to ladder it, you can absolutely ladder it. I would ladder it with his receptions. So like keep the receptions in there at either 4 plus or 3 plus, and just do like 100 plus for Waddle. There you go. 100 plus and 4 receptions. And man, I got to be honest, if you're going to do that, it's kind of hard not to do. I mean, even 60 plus for Tyreek feels free, right? And 3 receptions, 4 receptions for Tyreek as well, right? I mean, how could you not? And at that point, if you go this far, you might as well throw in Tua into the mix. But yeah, that's not going to get you much. So maybe not the receptions. But yeah, there's a little play. If you wanted to ladder it, you could keep Tyreek or not. But at a plus 236, that's pretty solid. I'll snip that. Again, I wish I could have time to share all these on all the other platforms. But guys, there is some value in watching just the videos, even if you can't make it to the other things, because occasionally you will get plays like this that I won't have time for. Anytime Achane was banged up last year, Waddle had better stats. Interesting. I wonder if there is an actual split without Achane in the lineup. Can I do that? Because sometimes I can sub out a guy and then look at his stats without the guy. But I know what you're saying is even if he was in there. So the only actual game last year without Achane, so without, not banged up, he against Buffalo, he had 46 yards against the Bills without Achane. And then without Achane, but not specifically against the Bills, Waddle averages 68.5 receiving yards, but he has had a couple of nuclear games, a couple in the hundreds. So I don't know. Listen, Andrew, you might be onto something that I'm not familiar with. I didn't know there was a split like that. But if that's a thing, listen, guys, play that. Play the thing. Andrew, if you feel that way, I'm never going to talk somebody off of a stance they have or something that they've seen that I maybe haven't, because I do not have all the answers. I feel like Achane's going to be the red zone usage and Waddle to get there. Marvin, I hope you are right, because I need an Achane touchdown like I need air to breathe. I need an Achane touchdown. So if you guys like the Waddle and you want to ladder him up, I almost prefer to ladder Tyreek, but Tyreek hasn't had great games against the Bills, really. I mean, he had a couple of good games when he's with the Chiefs. So if you were going to do it with Tyreek, you would do, 80 plus and then 5 receptions? How's that looking? Not good enough, friends. You'd have to go 6 plus, which I don't really like it as much with Tyreek. So I guess that's not the play. All right, guys, what do we got? 3 minutes? All right, let's get ready to call it here. Anybody else have any last questions? Marvin, fire. Listen, I think I snipped everything. I'm definitely going to be watching. I am usually on Twitter the entire time I'm watching the game, because if it's not a Colts game, I don't have to be laser focused in. So I'm kind of watching. Commercial break, I'll check my phone. It's a bad habit. I'm addicted to screens. So yeah, catch me on Twitter. We'll chat. Let's sweat these bets. If you guys want access to the VIP, links will be in the description below. Appreciate you guys checking out Primetime Parlays. Last week, we absolutely killed it and went nuclear. So let's hope for the same success in week 2. And remember, bet smart and win more. Thank you guys for checking out the stream, even though it was quick, rushed, but I think we got a lot of good plays in there. We talked some good stuff. Hope you guys find it helpful, and good luck tonight on all your bets.